I got involved in the property business quite by chance when Ted Harcourt came to list our house in Wellington about 1970. I was nearly 20, and Dad said to him, "How about giving Judi a job?" And he said, "Well, come into the office and see me," which I did, and incredibly enough he did give me a job selling houses. I wasn't very good at it. I was certainly the youngest person there, and I think I was the only woman selling at the time in that office. But I stuck with it, and I did the real estate exams, became an associate of the Institute, and while I was there I got very interested in valuation. There were 2 valuers on the staff, and I used to spend a lot of time talking to them, more time than I spent trying to sell houses. So at the end of it, once I had the exams, I looked for a valuation type of position, and luckily enough got one at Lower Hutt City Council, which were looking for people to assist in valuing every single property in the Hutt County, which was amalgamating with Lower Hutt City Council. And I was partnered with a very, very experienced retired valuer, Ralph Drummond, who'd been with Housing Corp his whole life and knew absolutely everything there was to know, especially about houses. So, Ralph and I would set out, and probably quite an interesting pair, him in his 60s and me about 22 or something, and off we went all over Hutt County. He taught me absolutely everything, particularly the importance of starting to value a property well before you get there, as you approach the neighbourhood and you start looking at what the general scene is, what the surrounding properties are like, and picking up all the clues before you even get in the gate. So that really, when that contract finished, the Valuation Department was advertising for an intake of people who had maybe done some other work, so not school leaver cadets, but people with a little bit of experience in something else. And 4 of us were employed on that basis. And I started at the Wellington branch, which was 1973, I guess, and big office, very diverse group of people, trainees from all over the world, especially in the Pacific, and a range of valuers, very experienced to obviously less experienced like us. And basically we were out there doing a revision of the whole of Wellington, and followed up by objections, all the usual stuff which I'm sure you pretty much all know about. But you learn on the job, so you learn and you study at the same time, and in that way, after 3 years, I completed the exams and had learned a tremendous amount.